Hello guys, DJ Aaron here. Today we are going to do a video on plugging an 1/8 inch jack into a laptop that basically has a combo jack. Now you can use a basic regular combo jack as a line in if the hardware supports it. Now on some laptops it could be different, and some laptops will have the setting hidden. So I'm going to go directly to desktop share, and I am going to walk you guys through it. Okay, so we're here on the desktop. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to open the Realtek Sound Manager or Audio Manager. By default, it is going to be set to microphone. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to plug it in. It's like how I'm going to do. It will come up with some choices: microphone, headphone, headphone with iPhone, iPhone compatibility, microphone, or iPhone capability. So I have mine set to enable auto pop-up dialog when I first plug it in. So that way I know which device is plugged in. Okay, so after this has came up, see how it changed the default. This has a mic in at front panel. So, which comes to my next conclusion, I'm going to have to demonstrate for you guys. Okay, so we have this, and what do? We'll go to advanced settings. You want to separate all input jacks as independent input devices if you have Realtek. If you have something different, it may depend on your audio hardware that you have and the interface that it has as well. If you have, let's just say IDT audio like I had with an old Dell laptop, you're going to want to go into those settings and make sure it is set to default. Click OK. Alright, another thing we can do is we could go into recording devices. Okay, so right here, if you do not have any of this set, you definitely aren't going to get line audio out of this. This is set up for me to get line audio. So you want to make sure that listen to this device is checked, because eventually you want to iron out your audio levels and make sure they're set up to par. And then what you want to do is you want to go to level. You want to turn down microphone boost. You want to, well, this will auto set anyways. You want to leave this at 42. Enhancements. Okay, you want to ahead of time, you want to disable all sound effects, noise suppression, and acoustic echo cancellation. What that will do is, upon connecting this, what will happen is you're going to have very crappy audio and it's going to be in mono. So you want to uncheck that. Another thing too, you want to be able to have 2-channel 16-bit 44 100 Hz CD quality checked as well. on each laptop. Well, this is a Toshiba laptop, but on each laptop it's going to be totally separate and different, depending on who the manufacturer is. It'd be an HP, Acer, Dell, and Toshiba. Everything will be totally different. So once you've gotten all this, you just leave these check marked. Once you got all this set, click OK. And this should ultimately be your default. If this is not your default, go back and try it and set it again. First off, you must have the cable plugged in. Okay, first off, you must have the cable plugged in, otherwise it don't work. Like I just unplugged it right there. Anyways, you want to make sure you have all this plugged in, otherwise it will not show up here in the Realtek Audio Manager. What you want to do after you have enabled this, you want to make this default. I know this sounds stupid, but once you take the cable out, it goes back to microphone default. So what you want to do is after you have set this up, plug the cable back in, click OK. It will set it up. I gotta click OK again since I screwed that up. But you click OK, you make sure all this is set to default, because if you don't, you have missed some steps. Also, make sure you go back and make sure the recording device is set to separate all inputs jacks as independent devices. So what you want to do now is you want to download a third-party encoder, which I'll show you here in a minute. Okay guys, the software you want to get if you're going to do any type of broadcasting is FMLE. I'm not showing you guys my encoder options because I do not want to put my stream key out there. So this is your encoder log. This shows you everything that is going on with everything that you have. Right now I have it set to Toshiba webcam or Toshiba webcamera HD. I also have it set to mic in at front panel, which is Realtek Audio, which I have this exact what you would call it, the exact audio input that I have. Also, to see if we have a level, which you guys could probably already see already, we do have a level because the microphone is turned up. We do have a level on there. So if I turn this down, you see nothing. Okay, this means that I have it set to 2-channel stereo, 16-bit CD quality, and it is 44/100 hertz. Okay, so I will turn this up and do check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, and you guys notice that I had a level on there. Okay, so that's good. We set it up correctly, so we don't have to go messing about the whole entire encoding program. Each laptop computer is going to be different depending on who the manufacturer is, who makes the sound hardware, etc. So you want to make sure that first off your sound hardware is going to be different, and stuff depends on who really makes the hardware and who is responsible for the setting up of that hardware, and if it has a line in mode like mine has. And yes, it is a combo jack, and it can also be used as a dedicated line in. So I hope that kind of helps you guys there as far as setting things up if you have a laptop computer. Another thing too, you could get a USB audio interface. I know this sounds stupid, but you could do a USB audio interface. The only downside with that is you're going to have more noise in your audio than what it's worth. So I would highly recommend, if your laptop does have a mic in, a dedicated mic in, I would recommend you guys to set it up. Take the time to set it up. Go through your sound settings if you have to. Sometimes these manufacturers will hide certain features that you can't really get to. I had to find mine, and I had to set it up accordingly. So from what I showed you guys, you have to set it up correctly. Now, if you have Windows 10, not hint hint 8.1, it's going to be a lot easier because your sound hardware is going to be optimized, and it's going to work better than if, let's just say, you had an 8.1 driver, let's just say on a Toshiba laptop, and it sounds like crap. Well, troubleshoot, upgrade to the latest version of Windows, and it hopefully probably fix your problem. So I'm going to go back to the web camera now, and I will give you my final thoughts. Okay, so follow each step, and you guys should do okay. Now, it took me a while to find my line-in capability. It is available on some laptops. You will really have to dig deep and find that in a setting. So keep that in mind if you're going to broadcast on a laptop that has a combo jack. Keep that in mind because they do offer a mic in source. So which also gives you the ability to use it as a line in. But, you know, basically check your sound hardware. Make sure it's compatible with what you're doing with live streaming and stuff. So anyways, that is it for this video. Peace out, guys, and practice and enjoy.